Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. How you doing there, Wendy?
How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
I'm just trying to get in contact with everybody else.
Perfect. I think one more person added to our group.
Oh, all right. Yep. I'm seeing it right now.
Okay.
All right, Desmond. Okay. I'm gonna send them an invitation right now.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. I'll be right back.
Yep. No worries. We'll just try to wait a little bit for these guys. Be right back too. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey guys, so sorry about that. I got in contact with the other group member. She's just having some technical difficulties. I'm just trying to resolve it for her.
Perfect. That's not
But if you guys want to, you can probably just start off. You guys can kind of just start the conversation, and I'll try to resolve the conflict with her. And because my reception, I actually am in a basement right now, so my reception is kind of bad. So I'm trying to use my phone access to call her. So, but you guys go ahead.
oh. Are we not doing ooh.
Be right back.
How are you, Clinton?
Pretty good.
Perfect.
Just
Are we
woke up.
no longer cameras in this group?
Say that?
Are we no longer using cameras in this group? We're just talking?
Well, I could turn it on. Hold on, let me get some lighting.
Totally fine. I just don't want to be the only one. We're good. It's totally okay.
Hi.
Hi.
There. Hi.
Hi. Good time.
You're-
Sorry.
Oh, that's alright. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to turn on. Alright, there. I'm here.
I can see you.
All right, we're all good now. Awesome.
Jeremy, you're a leader, Jeremy.
Oh, all right. No
Seriously,
problem. No problem. But I guess where did you guys left off?
Well, Randy was harassing me for not turning on my video, so that's where we left off.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
If I had to have mine on, then everybody, we should do that.
Okay. That's true. It does make it awkward. That's for sure. All right. Well, I guess we could start off. I guess we're supposed to talk about basically the different homework assignments we were given. And it was just basically for the group meeting. There's one that's basically called describing quantitative data, shape, center, and spread. And so for me, I was busy with a lot of my other classes. So I did like a little bit of it. And I was able to kind of read a lot of the information regarding it. But were you guys able to perhaps get that one done, or?
I was the same as you. I didn't do a lot with this course. I was doing other courses.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
went through the videos some today. So I'm not as prepared today as I was last time.
All right. Did you guys have any like questions regarding that sheet, or?
I really didn't understand the box plot. Do you guys know that?
So it would be. So this is lesson 3, describing quantitative data, shape, center, and spread, right?
Right.
And which question did you have that you had a question about? Which question was that?
Just a second. I'm open the homework assignment A. So.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, the number 1.
Number
Do you get
1.
it?
Yeah, so number 1, it was asking match the following statistical terms with their appropriate definitions. So basically, if you, for this one, it was asking for shape of a distribution, and also center of distribution, and also spread of distribution. So for me, the one that I got, it was actually the first one, which is shape of distribution, was actually C. And then for the center of distribution, it was actually A. So I guess when I was reading information, what I got from it is that when you're trying to find out the mean, the median, and also those two things, that's actually the center of your graph that you're basically going for.
Oh, I see.
And that's basically what it's initially talking about right there. I mean, in the data or the actually the homework readings actually describes a little bit more about that.
Mhm.
And if you actually go to your iLearn, let's go to basically the class information. It talks a little bit about that. But that's pretty much what I got for those ones,
Okay.
for sure. All right, moving on to the moving on to the second question. And actually, I'll actually show you the information regarding that. I mean, if you go to the group meeting, click onto that. Sorry, not group meeting. You actually go to the preparation. So if you go to preparation, and it basically would be lesson 3 in online textbook. And if you click onto that, that information should be there.
Yeah. I
Yeah, so basically that just kind of tells you what the center is. And if you just kind of put it into research for center of distribution, it actually is it's the third step. So if you keep going down all the way to the third step right there, it'll say describing, it says center of distribution, measure of the center of distribution. And what it says is that when we talk about the typical average or value or describing the center of population, if you want to estimate the average cost, and then you can kind of see how it basically says center distribution is mean, medium, mode. So it basically has those 3 indications. So that's pretty much how I got the information.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Anytime. All right, so define standard of deviation. So what did you guys get for that question right there? So just defining the standard deviation. So this one is a bit of a tricky answer. I mean, it does have the information in the textbook. I mean, I initially tried to calculate it up. I attempted to. I still have to study a little bit more on it. But basically, the description in the textbook, it says the standard of deviation is measured of the spread and distribution. If the standard of deviation is relatively small, then the data tend to be closer together. If the standard deviation is relatively large, the data tends to be more spread out. So it's basically, when it's talking about standard deviation, it's talking about how big the basically the information is, or basically how small it is. And it's always calculated in that sort of terminology right there. And that's just the definition for it. And you could actually find that. It's actually in the textbook too. Deviation. So standard deviation and variance. And you can actually understand that when you guys are studying, it actually is, if you look at spread of distribution, basically it says standard of deviation and variance. So this is actually what I typically started off actually studying, but it kind of gives you the information regarding that. Yeah. How about for you guys? Do you guys have any other questions regarding that sheet? I mean, I try my best to study everything, but yeah.
Are we supposed to strictly stick with what the textbook definition is?
Yes. So basically, that was the definition that came from the textbook.
Yeah, but are we supposed to stick with the textbook definition?
I don't think so. I think that they just want you to understand the information, so that basically when you're creating your own, like when you're trying to find the mean for like a graph or an Excel sheet, that you kind of know what exactly deviation is. So that's what I think that they're trying to teach us right there.
Because the textbook is kind of confusing, and the definition that I got for standard deviation is a quantity calculated to indicate the extent of deviation for a group as a whole. I don't know if that makes more sense.
No, that makes sense. And the only difference with that information is that it's talking about as a whole, right? And basically, when you look at a number of deviation, if it's relatively small, your graph is going to be small, right? And it's still the total, right? But it's just basically going to be a smaller graph. But it's the same thing with basically if you have a larger number, it's going to be the whole. It's going to be the whole graph, right? It's just going to be a larger number, so meaning that the graph is bigger. So it's the same quantity, or if that makes sense. That's initially what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Did you guys have any other questions about anything or?
Nope.
Nope.
No, let's start. Should we start through the quiz, and we'll just answer questions as we get them?
Yep, that'd be perfect. All right, I actually need some help with that too, so maybe we can help each other out.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right, so let's move on to the quiz. All right, so you see group meeting, just below it says group meeting quiz, so click onto that.
Hey, also, I couldn't access the video from the other day and mark off the answers.
Oh, for our video?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, like how did anybody else have any problems with that?
I saw the link there. I didn't look at to see if the link worked, but I saw it was on the discussion board.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
again.
I think if you use a different browser, like what browser are you using?
Chrome?
What browser are you using, Clinton?
Chrome.
Google Chrome? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I mean, it worked for me. I double checked, but the professor said good job, so I guess it was okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I've had to copy paste the link.
I mean, yeah,
Work.
I can definitely send it to you if you want, my friend. Again.
Oh, yeah, that might work, Wendy. Copy pasting. I was just trying to click
Yeah.
it. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I did when last week on the discussion board. I had to copy paste the links in.
Okay, I'll try that.
All right. So I guess
So
we'll
we're
actually.
gonna do 3.
Oh, what was that, Desmond?
So we're gonna do 3 group meeting quiz.
Yep. So we're gonna do the group meeting quiz. Yeah. For lesson 3. Yeah, that's right. All right. So the first 2 questions. So did you complete the individual preparation for the assignment? I mean, we all can select these different questions right here. I mean, we'll try to be truthful. I mean, you can always study it later because I think it is due on the 20th, so you should be okay if you study more. This is just to help us all out, for sure. All right, but the first question right here, it says, use the following information to answer the next 3 questions. One rare occasion, a medical procedure is performed on the wrong body of a patient's body or the wrong patient. These are called wrong site and wrong patient mistakes. Such errors occur hundreds of times each year across the United States. The medical community is trying to eliminate these errors, but have had difficulty reducing their frequency. In a small percentage of these cases, the patient files a lawsuit against the hospital. Philip Stelly et al. Conduct a study of these wrong-cited patients located in the data page of the online textbook. Represent the amount in US dollars hospitals have been required to pay in wrong site and wrong site lawsuits. Some of the values equal 0, indicating that the hospital won the legal battle. All right. So the questions that are there is find the mean or the amount hospitals had to pay in the wrong side lawsuit. Round your answer to the nearest whole dollar. So we will just basically, you want to click onto that link right there, which is the wrong site patient link right there, and then it'll bring up the data. And so what I believe we're working with is actually all the data. You see how the first column right there is an A? It says wrong site. So these are just basically, through the question, it's saying for us to calculate that data right there. So it says, so the wrong site lawsuit. So that's basically the information we're working with right now. Do you guys all have that popped up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So are you guys very familiar with Excel? I mean, I know that like I'm just at the starting point. I'm trying to understand everything. But Where do you guys stand?
I'm okay.
You're okay? Awesome.
Not super. I did take one class on it, but don't quote me.
Way cool. I mean, the easiest way to calculate all this data together, there actually was an Excel sheet. It's called a quantitative description statistics, and it actually gives it to you actually in your readings. So basically, this is the Excel sheet that we use to calculate all the percentage for the medium, for basically the mode, and also standard deviation and everything. So do you guys know how to locate that? I can show you if you don't, but if you know, you should be good. But I can help you to find it. So where you can actually find it is you go to the textbook, and if you look, just right below step 3, which is where it says describe the data, and you'll see basically it has like a histogram graph that has like a whole bunch of you'll see number of observation, interval, and then just right below that, you'll see like a text box of blue. It says Excel instructions. Do you see that right there?
Yeah.
Yep. So right there, you'll see basically it says quantitative description statistics. So what you want to do is you actually want to click onto that right there. And then what happens is that when you click onto that, it'll bring you to another window or another page. And the basically the Excel file sheet you want to select is actually Unit 1 file, quantitative description statistics. So you want to click onto that. So when that opens, you'll see a page. And this page will have basically, it says paste data to the left. You see the left side, you see like all that blue column right there. So it says paste the data below. And so what you want to do, you guys all see that? Making sure I'm on the right page with everybody. Yeah, you got that? Sweet. Awesome. All right, so what you want to do is actually, you see the numbers right there. You don't need those 1 to 5. So you actually want to delete those. But first enable yourself to edit, because I made that mistake too. I'm just like, what's going on? It's not working. It's because I didn't click enable the edit. But you want to do is you actually want to delete those 5 things, and then you'll see basically your graph. All the columns will actually be gone from the graph, and you'll see basically all the different formations. You'll see like number sign for like first percentile, second percentile, fourth percentile, and they'll have no numbers in them. But what you want to do is actually you want to take the information from your other Excel sheet, and you'll want to take the rung site information, and you want to select from 2 all the way down to when the data is completed. So you want to go to 412, and you want to go, you want to copy all that information right there. Then you want to switch back to basically quantitative description analysis, and you want to paste all that information inside of that blue box right there to the left. And then what happens when you put that in, you'll see basically your diagram right there, and it'll put all basically the information in there. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys have any issues regarding that.
I got it.
You got it? Wonderful. I mean, I wish I had like a sort of like a, I could stream my stream. I mean, like my screen. I could stream it so you guys could like see everything, but I actually am not quite sure how to do that. So. So, did you guys all put that information in?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So if you look at the, so what did you guys get from mean? So you'll see numerical descriptive statistics. Do you see right there?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you get for the mean right there?
Mine says $80,041.
Yep, that's right.
Rounding.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely have to
But
round it for sure.
Yeah.
Way.
And then standard deviation is 71. Yep. So 71,403. And if you round it up, it'll be 71,004. Sorry, 71. Yeah, 71,404. There you go. Or 71404. So that's what you would get. So for basically the answers that are in our quiz right now, so basically if you go back to the questions, that will be basically for your, so what it says, round your answer to the nearest whole dollar. So you basically do that and you put in the mean.
Mhm.
And then the medium should be basically there too. So you round it too, and you answer it right there. And then it says standard deviation of the amount paid and wrong site lawsuits. Round your answer to the nearest whole dollar. And you just basically put in that information.
Okay, so the median is 68552. Isn't that right?
So the medium, yeah. So the medium is 68552. Yep, that's right.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try your way of how you did it. Sorry. So you go to the textbook, and where did you go?
Yeah. So basically, what you do is that you go to the textbook. Yeah. And in the textbook, you'll actually see, if you go to the third step, which is describe the data, and right there you kind of, oh wow, my computer just went weird. Anyways, it'll basically says, just right at step 3, it says describe the data. You'll see basically a histogram graph right there. It says interval, number of observations. And if you go right below there, you'll say Excel instructions, and then right there it says instructions for creating a histogram in Excel. So there'll be this link that you can press onto that says quantitative descriptive statistics.
I don't see any of that.
No? So what you can do is you can go control find, so control F,
Okay.
and then put in quantitative. So you can put Q, UAN, TIT, ATIVE. And then put descriptive. And then it should basically show up for you.
Quantitative descriptive?
Yeah.
I don't really see it.
No?
I'm gonna flip. Do you want me to flip my camera around, Jeremy? And I'll show them on my screen.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
You got it. Let me just figure out how to do that. Okay. All right. So he was talking in the textbook,
Okay.
lesson 3. So then down here by step 3, just after step 3, there's this blue box.
Okay, hold on, let me
Right
get there.
here, there's a link. Okay.
Blue box. I wonder if I'm looking at the whole wrong thing.
Are you on lesson 3? It could be that too. It could be like you're on another lesson.
Shape of description. Okay, I'm at the blue.
What?
Oh,
you
yeah,
saw
I
it?
see it.
Awesome.
Link.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Yep,
yeah,
that would be it, man. And as soon as you click onto
and
that,
it'll pop up.
yeah, exactly. You got it, Wendy. You go for it.
and it's the first
Okay,
link.
so it's the unit 1. Yep. I have to download it.
Hey.
It's on my other monitor. It's over here. Pop like that.
Alright, it opened up.
Awesome.
Okay.
So the percentiles is where you put the information on? Data on?
So now you see how it says to the left? It says it'll be all in blue. So basically, it says paste data below, starting in A2. So basically, what you want to do is you want to go to the wrong site and the other Excel sheet that we got from the quiz. And what you want to do is you want to basically select from A2 all the way to the end until all the numbers stop.
For the first one, for the wrong site.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
There you go. So you just want to copy that and then put it into that blue box.
Okay, got it.
No problem, man. All right. So now, just let us know if you get the data there.
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome. Did you get all the medium and all the other stuff?
Let's see. Yep, mean, medium, standard deviation, variance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And like some good practice, actually, guys, to actually make sure they do another calculation with like dolphins, actually not dolphins, sorry, elephant seals. So they basically help you to practice with this. And if you look through the textbook, there'll be another Excel sheet that they kind of go through step by step. Like you calculate basically the mass, you calculate the representative temperature, and also the length of the seals. So it'll actually give all the different numbers for that. This will kind of help you out when you're studying. So that's what it helps out a lot. All right. So now we'll move on to the next question. Does anybody else want to read this guy?
After question 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So use the following information to answer the next 5 questions. Oh wow, what a name!
Yeah.
Hepatic angiosarcoma is a rare and usually fatal type of liver cancer. A study was conducted on 4 individuals with this illness. The data represent their survival times in months. Survival times 5, 19, 1, 3. Anyway, what is the mean survival time in months for these 4 patients?
Awesome. And do you guys know how to calculate the mean? It's been a while for me, so I had to get a refresher. But do you guys know how to basically?
On Excel?
What was that?
On Excel, you mean?
Oh no. Well, you can do it through Excel if you really want to. I mean, but I think for this one, you can actually do it on your calculator.
It's this. Is it the sum of all of them divided by 5? How many there are? So the sum of them divided by 4.
Yep, that's exactly it. Yeah, so it's basically 5 plus 19 plus 1 plus 3. And then it says for these 4 patients, right? And those are just individual patients. So basically you count that there's 5, there's 19, there's 1, there's 3. So that's 4 patients altogether, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you do that.
So it's 7. So 20. That's a
7.
28 months divided by 4, 7, right?
Yeah, so basically you do 5 plus 19 plus 1 plus 3, and that should give you, what does that give you?
28.
Yeah, so if that gives you 28, actually I'm just going to calculate it up real quick.
37.
Yep, that gives you 28, and you just divide by 4. Yep, you get 7. So basically the answer for that question right there, I believe, would be 7. There you go.
Yeah.
So now it says, what is the median survival time? So, median and survival time. So I know that basically, since it is, actually, hold up. I wrote some notes on it. Yeah. So basically, to calculate the median, what you would do is that you would basically, if it was even, let's say that you had an even number. Let's say that you had, let's say you had an uneven number. Let's say you had 11, right? So what would basically be the in-between in 11, right? It would be the middle number, right? So since this is an even number, in order to calculate the mean, what you want to do is you actually want to add the 2 in-between numbers. So basically, it would be 19 plus 1. So you do 19 plus 1, and then you divide it by 2. And it gives you 10. So I believe that that's basically what the mean would be. Median, sorry, the median. It would be that.
Wouldn't it be that you arrange those numbers numerically and then take the middle?
That is a good question. I mean, that is a good question. Anybody have any explanations?
I was just looking that up right now, so I'll let you know.
Awesome. All right. Let's double check.
Okay, I put it on Excel as the formula for median, and I put all the 4 numbers the way it is, and it said 4 was the answer. So
4 was the answer.
Then that's how it would be. Then it would be those 2 middle numbers and the one in between. I
right,
believe you.
so it takes it numerically, and then takes the middle one. Wait, so the middle would be 1 and 3 and 5 then.
No, you're right. Actually, you're right, man. That is correct. Because in one of the videos, it actually has 1, 13, 15, 17, 19, and 20. And basically, that's all numerical. So I believe you're right, man. You're good.
All right.
Legit. So I was wrong,
I
guys. It's great.
If the
Yeah.
captain
I
says
think if
so.
there was, I think if there was 5 digits, it would be the third one numerically, right? And then because it's an even, it's the dividing of the 2.
I
Like
believe so.
5 plus.
Yeah,
Okay,
it'd be the middle number, the one that's basically in between all of them.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry. Go for it. So for this one, it would be.
So just not trying to say anything,
Oh no,
but
go for it, man.
do you know how to do it in Excel? Just wondering.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, for sure, man. So the way that you know how to do it in Excel, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if everyone does in the group. So
Will
Oh
you
yeah,
show?
yeah, for sure.
Will you show us?
Yeah, do it. That'd be awesome.
so here, I'm gonna turn the camera around.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I don't know why it's not focusing. It's really blur. Yeah, no. Anyway, so here I'm. So if you do equals, and then you do
Average.
median.
Oh, median.
For mean you do average. So you do for mean you do equal, average, parentheses, whatever numbers there is, close parenthesis, enter, and that will give you the average or the mean.
Nice.
Yeah. You trying it out, Wendy?
I am trying it out.
Is it working?
I think so. Me. Just put them in.
Yeah. The word for mean in Excel is average.
Yeah.
Is average.
Yeah. So if you do equal, average, open parenthesis, the numbers you need, 51913, close parenthesis, enter.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, and for median, you do equal, median, open parenthesis, same numbers, close parenthesis, and that'll give you the median. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. And I think standard deviation is the same, except that isn't it the same? Let me try standard deviation.
Actually, let me check. What is it?
STDEV.
Yeah, that'd be it. That'd be it, man.
I usually do STDEV.S, but I'm gonna look for that wrong lawsuit thing and see if it gives me the same answer. Okay, it gave me. Yeah, that worked. So for standard deviation, it's equals STDEV.S, open parenthesis, the numbers, close parenthesis, enter.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you, my friend.
All right. got 16 questions.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb.
Do you have your next meeting in like 18 minutes?
I think we're meeting every once a week.
Oh, you're that other class once a week. I knew you had your other class you had to get to.
Yeah, I kind of sneaked into the meeting on Tuesday, and nobody even realized I was on there.
Oh,
And they were
perfect.
like on the 4th question or something, and I was like, I already. Anyway, I was a part of it by the end of it. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, do you guys want to move to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be completely honest. This one I wasn't completely sure about, so I may need your guys' help.
Okay.
Wow.
Clinton, I love the music in the background, man. Looking good.
My roommate's cooking, so he has music going on.
That's awesome. All right. If you're computing a variance by hand, the following table can be used. This table to answer next 3 questions.
Okay, use this table to answer the next 3 questions.
Yeah, we can do that, man. What is the first number and the 5 number summary for the long patient lawsuits data? Okay, another way to summarize that is the 5th number summary. The 5th number summary is composed.
Okay.
No.
What? Where'd you put? It's a head yolk.
Okay, I had to turn off my camera because my phone's gonna die. So hopefully it'll give me some more power.
Oh, dang.
And I'm trying to plug it in so it's gonna like lay flat out, and so you're gonna see a light fixture anyways.
No problem.
timer goes off, just take the chicken off.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. That so. Okay.
Hello.
You have class today?
Okay, so
Okay. Given
I think 8 is 11.
Um,
Oh.
okay. So how did you get a 11 right there, my friend?
Okay, so it says x minus the x with the line on top is the mean.
Okay.
So our x is going to be the data in column 1, which is 19. 19 minus the mean of all those 4 numbers. So mean is the 7 that we got earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 minus 7 is 11.
It's 12. Right?
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
12. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get 12. All right.
Yeah.
And then it would be x. So the x we already have.
So 1 minus 7,
-6.
negative 6 square.
36.
36.
-6.
36.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? That sounds right.
Yeah, that would be 36. Okay. What is the standard deviation of the several times?
I closed that sheet. Wait, survival time?
Yeah, survival times. So I guess it would just be
So is it the standard deviation of those 4 numbers from before?
Oh yeah, right.
So in Excel from that cool formula,
Yeah.
it's 7.07.
7.07.
Should we round it up?
To the nearest tenth.
Yeah, so then it'd be
So
7.1.
yeah, so 7.1.
7.1? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, what is the first number in the 5-number summary for the wrong patient lawsuit data?
So for this, we're going off of that sheet, right? Quantitative descriptive statistics.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that the percentage is supposed to do with the percentiles.
It's 0, right?
Um, I mean, if you do go to the textbook, it actually gives you it gives you an explanation. It says the first quotile, which is Q1, or the 25th percentile calculated in Excel of the wrong site data. So it actually kind of tells you what specifically it is. But to understand why it is that way, I'm not too sure. So percentiles, imagine you along house side increase the level.
We're looking for it.
Yeah, we're looking for the first quarter, I believe it's saying. Yeah, it says the fifth number summary for the wrong patient lawsuit data. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. That was kind of loud.
You get too excited.
Oh, buddy, you know it. Every day. Every day.
My dog ran up to me thinking I whistled at her.
Yeah.
All right, what's the first number? Number 748. All right, I'm gonna go turn off this music. He's gone.
Sure. That'll present data if this is data sorted increases the order.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, if you go to the textbook, it gives a little bit of an explanation to calculate the percentiles and the quartiles. It does say that the 25th percentile actually is the summary, the 5-number summary. Another summarized stuff.
It's recorded too. What did you do?
How about you guys? How you doing regarding it?
Not successful.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a. I mean, I know that basically for the the 5-number summary, it actually would be the 25th percentile.
Okay.
So basically, if you go to all the numbers you entered in, you go to the 25th. It actually is your 5th summary percentile. But the one thing I'm trying to understand is it going by whole numbers, and is that how basically it's calculating it? So it'd be 25th would be your 5th percentile, and then, but that is where I stand right now. Because if you look in the textbook, if you go all the way to wrong site / wrong patient lawsuit, it sort of gives you a description, basically how you can calculate all the percentiles. And it's at, so if you go all the way down to pretty much the end of the textbook, the chapter, and then keep on going up just a little bit, eventually you'll hit percentiles and quartiles. So that actually gives you information in order how to calculate it. It says a percentile is a number such as a specific percentage of data that are below this number. For example, if the 99th percentile is a number such that 90% of the data are at below this value. As another example, half 50%. So half of it actually does make sense. It's 50% of the data lied or below the 50 percentile. The word means percent means 100%. This can be remembered that the percentile divided the data into 100 equal quarters. Okay, all right. So one thing we can do, I guess it makes sense that way, but the 5th summary, I'm not completely sure what that is. It gives us a description. So what I think it actually is the quantitative data. So all the percentiles, you calculate them all up. See how it's at the 99th percentile right there? So if you divide that into half, that would be 50% of the percentiles. So if you divide that into half, it wouldn't be I mean, it's not at 100, right? But if you divide it by 50%, or you do 99 times by 0.5, it actually would be 49.5. So in between, basically 49th and the 50th would be half of the percentile right there. So that's what it's indicating. Specific the word quartile, but if you go below, it actually does give a description, the 5-number summary. Another way to summarize data is with 5-number summary. The 5-number summary is composed of the minimum, the first quartile, the second quartile, or the mean. Okay, I see. The first quartile, which is composed of the minimum first quartile, the second quartile, or the median, the third quartile, and the maximum. The values are in 5-number summaries are always represented in this order. Since the order of the numbers is 5-number summaries, it is fixed. It is not necessary to label each of these values individually. Find values of 5th-number summary in Excel. Do the following. So I'm not too sure if that helped, but it gives you a little bit of background on it. All right, so some students mistakenly include the mean in the 5-number summary. The third value in the 5th summary is the median. So if we look to the median, which is 6,855, interesting. Hey, do you guys have any conclusions? I'm a bit stumped. I may have to take some time to study this in order to fully grasp it, but
I'm Googling it right now, so just hold on 2 seconds.
okay. Actually, hold up. One, two, five. Oh, okay. I actually kind of understand it a little bit. So you guys see the numerical descriptive statistics right there? So on the graph.
Okay.
So right there, it says your first quartile. So that's actually, that Q actually represents the first quartile. It will actually always be the fifth number summary. So that's what it's basically indicating towards it. And the way that you can understand that, how can I basically look? Where's the information again? I read it and now I lost it. Okay, yeah. So the first quartile, if you look basically at right below, there should be a blue box and it says, actually, where can I? Okay, you look at percentiles and quartiles. If you go right below it, you see like the you'll see two teal boxes, right? It says answer the following question, answer the following question. And then right below it, you'll see Excel instructions. And right below there's a little description right there. It says the first quartile, so Q1 or the 25th. So basically right there, dang, where? I guess that's not the first quartile. It does say the first quartile is the 5 summary. I'm trying to look for that right now. Dang, where is it? Okay, okay. So,
The first quartile is the 25th percentile. Is that what you're going at?
yeah.
That's the first
Yeah.
25% of it.
Yeah, which is basically the 5th summary. But the 5th summary, I mean, the one thing that I made sense of it is that summary, value summary. I know it has to do with that though.
Does this make it? I'm gonna show you something on my computer screen. Does this make any sense? Oh, come on, folks. There we go.
Observation mean. Oh, no, I'm talking, my bad.
No. So when it says the first number in the 5-number summary of the wrong page, I'm looking at the question. So is it asking for the smallest observation, so the mid number?
So that's a good question.
Because I just took that from the bottom line on this thing I'm showing you. It says it's written in order from the smallest to the largest. So I'm assuming that's 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what it basically is meaning. So all assumption is that I think the 5-number summary is composed of the minimum first quartile. So it actually, I think it would be the 25th. I mean, even it does actually give you the answer. If you look in the text right there, it says the first quartile, the 25th, is actually 29,496. And if actually you look in your first quartile, basically, and that's the number that it shows for the 5th percentile. So if you look at the answers, Now, this is a tricky one, guys.
Oh, oh.
So the number 11 is 0, right?
Number 11.
Because it's 5th percentile, so.
Yeah. I guess you'd be right. I think it might be 0.
How did you get that?
Oh, so there are 5, is it 5 number summaries, like minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, max. So the first number is minimum, so it's 0.
Oh, hold up. Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you actually go to the textbook, and if you look actually at the 5th at the top, the 5 number summary, which is 6.2, basically it actually does give you following answers. It says give the 5 number summary of the wrong data. So what is the first one? It basically says in the answering the following questions, it says it's 0. And then basically for the rest of them, it says 29, 496, which probably most likely is the second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have all 5 of them right there. So I'm just wondering how exactly they split it off. So I think, so that one is the first percentile, then it goes all the way to the 25th percentile. So I think what's happening is that they're dividing the whole diagram by 5. So that's basically how they're basically doing it, if that makes sense. So they're dividing everything by 5 because they're trying to find the 5 summaries. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I believe they're specifically doing right there, is that they have 0, 29, 496, 6, 8, 5, 5, 2, and I'm pretty sure if you basically divide 2 into all of the basically the percentiles. So if you do 99 divided by 2, you get 49.5. And I'm just going to double check to see if that's actually correct. So let's look again. Actually, let's see. 1, 2. No. 25. That's 1. 25. Well, that's my guess. But anyways, we know the answers for them. Because it does make sense that way. Because it says the 5 number summary of the wrong data. So that's what I believe. So the first one would be 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one would be 29, 4, 6. I think that's the next question, right? Saying which the second one, right? The 4th number in the 5 number data summary for the wrong patient. So it's the 4th one, not the second one. So what you're looking for actually is, so it would be basically the 100,000, 100,000, and 20. So it'd be 1, 2, 4, 2, 8, 0. So that would be the number right there. And then I believe the next question is asking.
Box plot. Gosh.
Yeah, so it's asking both of those.
I'll be quiet.
Yep, so we understand that a little bit. Obviously, study this a little bit on your own. You'll probably be able to understand it a little bit more. I know that we're trying to bottle our heads up, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Hey, so I found something.
Awesome.
Okay. So I was trying to look online how to do 5-number summary on Excel. Okay, so the 5-number summary basically is the minimum, maximum, median, first quartile, and then the third quartile. That's what it says. And then if you put those in ascending order, your first number for the first, it'll start with 0, obviously, so 0 would be a first answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second number in the 5-number summary is going to be our first quartile, which is going to be 3,900.
Oh, you're talking about question 14.
11, 12,
Oh,
and 13.
okay, all right. Okay, you're just saying quartile. Okay, legit, no problem. All right.
Wait, did we find the answers already?
I believe we did. Yeah.
Okay, so 11 was 0. Isn't that what you said?
Yep.
What'd you get for 12?
So for 12, I believe we got. So what is it asking for again? It's asking for the second
What's
number.
The second number and the 5-number.
Yeah. So for the second number, we got 29, 496. So 29496.
Okay.
And then for the next one, which is basically looking for basically the fourth number, we got 124280.
One, two, four.
Oh,
480?
280, sorry.
280, okay.
I'm just trying to see because it makes sense for it. It says summary, right? So I'm thinking that it's basically dividing it all by 5, like it's splitting up into 5s. So that's initially what I'm thinking. Yeah, why can't it be 100? Yeah, exactly. That'd make things a lot easier. But that's what I'm thinking, is that it's saying give the 5 summary. Obviously, I'm going to study this more for sure. And if I come with a conclusion, I'll definitely talk to you guys for sure.
I think just one side, like from that thing I found on the internet, like the first number is always the mid, and so the smallest number, so that would be the 0 that we got here, right? And then they said the next one was always quartile, first quarter of it or whatever quartile. What is that?
No worries.
Q1. We want Q1 in that series there, and so it's you find that however you find it, I guess. And then the next one is the middle number, so the mean, then the mean that we already know, and then the third one is the Q3, the third quartile.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
Then the third or the last one is the maximum that they can get.
Yep, so I guess that's perfect, because if you look inside of the graph right there, go to quantitative descriptive statistics, it actually has all those there. It has the minimum, 0.
In our textbook or on the Excel spreadsheet?
On the Excel spreadsheet that we just punched in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I followed you along to right there.
Yeah, so kabam. I guess that's it. And okay. I guess we're good. There you go.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know how I got it from that other page better than our textbook, but it seemed to work for me.
No, that's wonderful. At least we connected the dots. That's what we needed. All right, guys. Perfect. All right. We can move on to the next question if you guys want. All right. Redbox is an increasingly popular way to rent movies. It has a variety of movies. Sorry. Okay, so Redbox is an increasingly popular way to rent movies. In the U.S., individuals can go Redbox Koski and have a wide variety of movies to choose from. I actually have never heard of Koski, but anyways.
It's kiosk.
Oh, kiosk.
It's supposed to
awesome.
Be. That's how I say it here.
Awesome. I live in Canada, so I don't really.
You're totally fine.
All right, good. All right. And then it says, and have a wide variety of movies to choose from. A study was done in which researchers observed the duration of time. in seconds Indra will spend making a decision on which movie to rent at Redbox. All right, what does the question say? What is the third quartile of the Redbox decision times?
It seems like 190.
190.
Or 180? 190?
Oh, okay. So how did you get that number? I'm just asking the question because I'm not sure.
The third quartile is like the top of the box. The line
Oh.
yeah, so.
Okay, so it's basically I guess you're right. So it would be, okay, perfect. And what was that number again?
190.
190, okay. Anybody have any other, does everybody agree?
I'm not sure.
All right. What is the longest observed time of the Redbox customer in this study, given an estimate number in seconds?
This one is about maximum, so the maximum is 710.
Yeah, I think it would be 710.
Yeah.
It looks like that. I'm hoping. All right. So 710. All right. Based on the box plot, what is the value of the mean? So the one way we could actually do that is actually add all the numbers up, which you already know. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, divided by, how many are there? 1, 2, that's 8. 450. What does it say there? Nope, doesn't have any of that. Never mind. We could just always enter them in to the Excel sheet. Let's see.
Is it like that 100.5 or like 105? It's that middle number between the green and the peach box. So that line that comes through just above 100.
Oh yeah, because it does say based on the box.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not basically calculating everything else.
Yeah, in the textbook under 6.3, so at the very, very end, the very last.
Oh yeah, okay.
It says middle or median right there, that middle line.
Make a smaller. Oh yeah, okay, right there. Yeah, I see that.
Am I reading it right?
Yep, I believe. Yep, there's the box. So there you go. Yep, that would be the box there, guys. There you go.
Perfect.
So yeah, in between there. So that would be 105. Yeah, it looks like it's 105. Well, guys, do you guys have any other questions? We could all try to put our heads together and try to figure things out. How about you, Quentin? You seem like you're focused, my friend. You have that determination in your eyes right now.
what's the question 10?
Question 10. So we got 7.1.
7.1.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what everybody got, right? 7.1?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right.
Okay.
All right. Is everybody good?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. But hey, if you guys have any questions, just let her out.
Text Jeremy in the middle of the night. He'll answer.
Hey, I'll try. I may be
You're
up
the
pretty
captain
late
here.
tonight. What's that?
You're the captain here.
Nah, man. Hey, we're all
Yes.
captains here, guys. Right? We're all Moronites here, right?
I'm not commenting. I'm complimenting.
Well,
If you haven't submitted have you submitted your test yet? The quiz?
for this one, not yet. No.
Don't do it, because I just did, and I'm wrong on number 16.
On 16.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And that's
All
the
the
only
others
one
are
that.
right.
I mean, we still got till the 20th to basically submit this whole through.
Right.
So we still have 2 tries. I mean, if
Right,
you guys,
yes.
if you guys want to, I mean, we could study this more, and then kick it off again, and try to come up with solutions
So
again.
each quiz, we have 3 attempts.
2.
Oh, two attempts.
2 attempts.
2 attempts, okay.
So for this one, we actually do have 2 attempts. I mean, I have to apologize. I should have studied more.
No, it's all good.
No.
But we can definitely hit it up again just to try to see if you can come with a conclusion with all of them. Yeah. But I guess that settles it there, guys. If you have any more questions at all, I mean, we'll try to come back together. If you'd like to, just send me like a text or something, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, I know for me, I'm available.
Okay.
I'm probably available tomorrow, a little bit for sure. And also Saturday, I should be good too.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And if not, then Tuesday at 5?
Tuesday. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Okay. I didn't know if it was going to be 6 or we're back at 5, right?
Yeah. So
Sure.
I think that we'll probably start a new segment next week for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Perfect.
it's been fun, guys.
Good.
All right.
Best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck, guys. Work hard, and you should come with the right answer.
All right. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually, that's for sure, man. Right. Well, actually, where are you guys all from? Like, just to kind of like get to know you
I'm
guys a
from
little
India.
bit, rather than us, to kind of initially just going ahead.
Yeah, I'm from India.
Wow, that's awesome. Wendy, you're from where are you from, Wendy?
I'm from Utah. I'm in Ogden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so this is, I'm Mountain Standard Time here.
nice, way cool. And how about for you? It's Desmond, right?
No, it's Dasum.
Dasum. I'm so sorry.
It's
Dasum.
okay.
Okay.
That's
That's my
what
bad.
I did.
That's my Canadian in me. So hey, there you go. But where are you from?
Korea.
Korea? Wow, that's way cool. Man,
Wow.
we're in such different parts of the world. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. And we're all LDS. What? That's legit.
Right.
But hey, it's been great talking with you guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good luck. And have fun doing the rest of your homework.
Oh, buddy, you know it.
Will do.
With all of your other homework, man. Good luck. Hey, peace out, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Have a good
Yeah.
night. Bye.
Bye.